cases like this one have led some state lawmakers to demand action from Governor Wes Moore. They want him to standardize statewide immigration enforcement. Fox 45's Mackenzie Frost continues our live team coverage. And Mackenzie, what are you learning from the governor today about state policies? He has spoken out about this being problematic.
Yeah, Guy, he has. We've seen the governor go on national television. He's quick to point to what he describes as inaction in immigration policy in Washington. But so far, when we've asked him about policies that he could influence here in Maryland, he's been pretty quiet. The Rachel Morin case making headlines around the country. The mother of 5 murdered, found dead along the Ma and Pa Trail in Harford County, Maryland last August. The suspect, Victor Antonio Martinez Hernandez, becoming the poster of the nation's immigration debate. Martinez Hernandez shackled and shuffled into the car and escorted extradition from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Harford County. After Martinez Hernandez's arrest, Governor Wes Moore on Fox News.
Where this brutal murder happened is 1,800 miles away from the border.
Arguing immigration policies made in Washington impact everyone.
And there's been a lack of courage that we have seen for a long period of time in Washington that has allowed this to take place. And there's nothing I take more seriously than public safety, but they're allowing people in my state to become victims because of a long-standing inaction.
The state does not have a blanket policy for local law enforcement working with immigration and customs enforcement, leaving ICE to deal with the patchwork of policies that differ by jurisdiction. Baltimore County, Baltimore City, Howard, Prince George's, and Montgomery counties have sanctuary policies preventing police from assisting federal officials in enforcing immigration laws. Following Fox 45 News reporting, Baltimore County Executive Johnny Olszewski reaching a compromise with ICE, agreeing to make every effort to give ICE officials 48 hours or more before releasing undocumented immigrants with detainers. Most local leaders look to this, Maryland Attorney General's guidance telling Maryland's jurisdictions to disregard detainers unless it comes with a judicial warrant. The mismatch policy sparked this letter from the Joint Republican Caucus, calling on Governor Moore to take a policy stance and encourage Democrats in the General Assembly to repeal various immigration-related laws.
I think he's got to roll back the benefits.
Delegate Susan McComas, a Republican from Harford County, one of those lawmakers behind the letter to the governor. She says previous policy plans, like offering health care and driver's licenses to undocumented immigrants, are laws that should be revisited. But also, she argues, the state should be working with federal partners.
If you don't have a border, you don't have a country. And that's the problem. And all he needs to do is just kind of say, hey, we're going to report to ICE. We're going to cooperate with ICE. We're going to allow our law enforcement to work with ICE.
We sent questions to Governor Moore's office Tuesday asking, does he believe there needs to be a state policy change when it comes to how Maryland handles violent, undocumented immigrants? Will he use his position to encourage lawmakers in Annapolis to revisit some of the current immigration-related policies? Should the state have a uniform policy for how all jurisdictions handle ICE detainers? Without executive action, lawmakers could take up the issue in Annapolis. And right now, it's clear at least some Republicans want to tackle the topic.
We can't control what happens at the southern border, in many cases from Maryland, but we can control what happens within our own state. And that's what we're asking for.
But without Democrats, including Governor Moore, signaling he supports it, immigration policies in Maryland likely won't change. Now, the governor's office did not acknowledge my questions that I emailed to them, and we're still waiting on some answers. We're live in the newsroom. Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.